Sounds good.
Hello and welcome to another Woodshop podcast with Mike Coffey of Coffey Custom Builds, Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, and Peter Kapar of Petrie's Workshop. You can find us all, as well as the podcast, on Instagram and YouTube.
Welcome to episode 81 of another Woodshop podcast. Why did Dan do the thing?
I have 2 extra nipples.
Oh, you were... Dan looked so confused.
What? Are we doing the show?
I don't know what's happening.
Dan just paused like something
Now we
just
have
broke.
canceled.
Dan, the music stopped. That's what happened.
Well, usually it fades out. I'm used to it fading
that's
out.
fine. We have a DJ
I
in
don't
the
know how to
house.
do that. I'm working on it.
I need you to fade it out, Mike.
DJ Mike
Screwing
is in the
up my
house.
rhythm.
Guys, this is exciting.
I'm sorry.
This is the first episode of season 2 of Dan's Number Facts. I'm so excited to hear some facts. I'm super stoked.
That's news to me.
Until we
bus
get to
driver.
those randomly sprinkled
Oh.
throughout the episode, and he's Googling.
Here we go.
I think Mike has something to say.
What episode number are we?
I do.
81.
We're on 81, just for your information. If you were to pull numbers, it'd be cool if they were 81 related. But
If you could fade
this
the
week's episode
music
is
next
brought to
time,
you-
that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll fade the music. Also, Dan, if you can remember the show episode, and Pete, if you could take your shirt off more often, we'd probably bring in some more numbers. So there it is, people. It's happening. I
Patreon
know I
only.
have a picture of Pete in my phone. Of Pete
Now,
climbing a rock covered in
Mike,
carnauba oil.
how can people see
So-
all of Pete without his shirt on?
Oh, yeah. If you wanted to see Pete with no shirt, no pants, no service, you'd go to patreon.com/another woodshop podcast. And then, it's Pete doing live feeds of him with his shirt out of the shower. It's really gross.
With my
But we get
phone
a
up
lot
in the
of
air, no service.
Yeah. Looking for service. Where's it? No. Big thanks to our patrons. You guys are awesome. If you wanted to be a patron, go to patreon.com/another woodshop podcast to check us out. That'd be outstanding. We very recently started a new bit, and we talk about, reviews. Well, we talk about your reviews specifically, and Pete's going to talk about what the expectation is there for the reviews and what he likes them to have in them.
Yeah, the expectation is we want to, as our podcast starts rising in the ranks, people are looking for new podcasts. They'll go, oh, another Woodshop podcast. I wonder what this is. And they, of course, go to reviews, and we want them to be just extremely confused. Like so
Right.
confused and intrigued and everything, and then find this beautiful community and then join you guys in live every day or every week. So make sure it's nice and confusing. The funnier, the better. And Dan, you have something
Where
to
can
add?
people leave those reviews?
Oh, Apple Podcasts or
iTunes.com.
iTunes.com.
Apple
Yeah.
Podcast.
Or if
Yep.
you're, you smoke the devil's lettuce, Google Play Store or whatever the other one is.
Or
That seems like a real direct attack.
we have
but it's
another
accurate.
option. We have another option because we're trending, we're modern. You can go give us a review on the Yelp.
You can leave us a Yelp review.
Right.
Yes. There's a
We
radio
have a business Yelp
station
review.
in Nebraska, in Omaha, Nebraska, named Another Woodshop Podcast. Please leave us a review. Yep.
Now, listen, we did get a review from Boards by Brent, but before we listen to that, we have a nice new segue transitional.
he left an audio
montage
review?
music. No, but what I meant to say is before I read it out loud and you guys listen to me say it.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. This is a
Whoopsie
thing?
doodles. This is
Dan,
a
what state are you in?
well-oiled
Is it
machine.
Nebraska or the state of confusion?
Confusion and Nebraska at the same time. It's pretty fun.
I think it's really important, though, that we play this, first of
Yes.
all.
Go, Black Betty, ram lamb.
It's so dumb. I
So
love that
good.
so much. I don't know how many times a week I get the meme sent to me, or me thinking about that song makes me happy. It's really wonderful. But
Should be Dan's ringtone.
Brenton S. I have it in my GarageBand app to turn it into a ringtone for Dan. So, but Dan literally never calls me. I just need to be a text message notification. So,
You do.
Brenton S. from Boards by Brent says, I'm in a glass case of emotion. I happened upon your podcast by mere coincidence. I had been a loyal listener of the Another Wood Shoe podcast.
Clogs.
That threw me. I didn't read this. That threw me pretty good. Another wood shoe podcast. At first, I was disappointed, as most are, when a simple spelling error brought me here. To be honest, the disappointment has never left, but I've grown especially fond of Dan's voice. It has fixed my horribly distorted feet from years of clog wearing. When I hear DD sing, I automatically smile and get a pep in my step. Well, my limp. Again, the clogs.
Pep in my lip.
Thank you, AWP, for all that you do. The boils are much more manageable when I listen to you. That's fantastic.
I love it. By the way, we're also
that's another rendition of review.
both of those podcasts, top 100 in leisure in Holland.
Oh,
yeah. Leisure in Holland. Another wood shoe podcast. Very good. They're the guys who host that show. I can't think of any hilarious Finnish names that could be similar to ours right now, but man,
Minwax.
What?
Finnish names?
Oh, I get it. Finnish. Yeah, like Finnish. Minwax, Verathane.
Rubio.
Anyway,
Odis.
Rubio.
Come on.
Well, I guess since we're done with the review segment, I guess we go straight into what's on my bench.
Let's review our weeks.
And oddly enough,
well, before we do that, did you guys realize that the atomic number of thallium is 81?
That's all I can think about.
This is what you asked for. This is what you brought back.
Season 2 coming in hot.
Season 2 of what number are we talking about? What's the name of the title?
And you know what?
Called Number Facts,
guys,
right?
I'm gonna tell them. So if you act now, you can get the entire VHS collection of season 1 of Dan's hot number tips, which is 3 easy payments of signing up.
$19.99.
Signing up for Patreon, you get the VHS box set. That's it. That's like
our Patreon numbers have taken a real dip, and we have to sell VHSs now to make the ends meet over here at AWP. Another wood shoe podcast. So, I guess we're gonna play this now, and we get to hear Dan's beautiful voice ring us into the "What's on My bench" segment, or not? Who knows?
What's on my bench?
We're trying something new here. It's new. It's well-oiled machine.
The pauses are natural.
I know Dan, you were telling me earlier how busy your week has been.
It's been insane over here. I've gotten 4 orders since we've been doing the show on Etsy.
Whoa.
It's like blowing up over there. I'm not doing so I've mentioned this before. I'm not going to be buying any mansions and yachts or anything like that, but I'm very happy with the way things are going over on Etsy.
Might buy some new truck nuts.
I might buy some truck nuts from Pete over at the 3D print land.
Mahogany. The finest mahogany.
Can you 3D carve some mahogany truck nuts for me?
Well, let's work on a file together for the Onefinity.
Oh, yes. I can't wait till we'll do it like ghost style.
You don't know? Yeah,
with
okay.
Pottery.
Okay.
Nope.
You want your hands near the
Pete's
bed?
hands on the keyboard and the mouse, and you're moving them. Programming.
Aside from that,
we'll get a shaper. That's it. We'll both shaper it.
Let me go into a little bit of detail. So I've been making a lot of bow ties. Bow ties are just like insane. I can't believe how well they're doing. I put bow ties in my Etsy shop on a whim, thinking, maybe somebody will want them. And I get upwards of 10 orders a day for bow ties. It is crazy.
That's bonkers.
And then, one of my offerings is just and I'm probably giving away all my secrets here, and everybody's going to take my business, and I'm going to be destitute and on the street.
100% do it as soon as my CNC's up.
One of the things I offer is a multi-pack, 5 large bow ties, 5 mediums, and 5 smalls. It's just so simple.
Barnett, yes.
Yes, the Barnett.
The Barnett.
I call it the Barnett. And then just today, I made a couple cutting boards, some trays. I'm just trying to pass the time while I'm waiting for clients to get back to me on design choices and such. Other than that, shop has been pretty much the same, side tables, slide tables with an L, SLIDE. Not much else to report, I guess. Other than that,
not good.
Not good.
I need more stuff. What about your Onefinity?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for me. My memory's so bad. The Journeyman rail did come
Podcaster.
in. I know. I do a podcast. The Journeyman rail came in. It's still in the box. It's still in my shop, and I haven't put it on there. I'm gonna be honest. The task ahead of me of putting that onto the Onefinity that I currently have feels a little daunting.
Those 4 screws are. Oh,
well, it's like everything's dialed in so well. I don't want to mess with anything, and I'm a little afraid. I'm a little afraid that I'm going to mess something up. And I got all these orders coming in, and I don't know. Like,
what are you afraid of?
I don't know. Sorry. I'm a little afraid. But the model number of Sinclair is ZX81.
Of Sinclair?
I'm just reading things off Wikipedia. Make no sense to me.
Season 1 was so much better.
I'm gonna pass this. This is
podcaster.
This is a train wreck and a dumpster fire, and I want to hear what Pete has to say.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, before you go, the countdown is on until Mike and I head out to New Jersey and we hang out with Pete and we watch people on the streets and homeless men and stuff like that.
I'm walking here.
Yeah, that.
Speaking of New Jersey, Bruce Ulrich just texted me. He says, "I'm in New Jersey." My response: "Get out." That's how we say hello here. That's how we say hello.
Wrong answer.
Wrong answer. Turn around.
Turn around.
So I also got the Journeyman rail in the mail. That rhymed.
But that came with your whole kit, right?
That came with the other 2 rails too. And this Journeyman rail, this X50 rail, I haven't seen a rail this fat since watching Scarface. It's this thing looks crazy stout. It's because cocaine. Never mind.
I get it. That was funny.
We're right on that. We can't say that on this show.
And we're laughing.
Schmoshmain. I just love the way it smells. I don't
rail.
Actually, rail. That's the one.
Okay.
So the CNC's in, which now kind of lights a fire under my butt. I need to wire up that spindle to get it going.
Yes, you do. Because I need to know how to do it.
Because Dan and I are going to do it over Zoom, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
Or Dan said he's going to
I'm going to put it on my
He's going to pack it in his carry-on. I'm going to wire it here.
Yeah,
sir, you can't bring a spindle on the plane.
You're laughing, but it's
100% going to think it's a bomb. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
just because there's a bunch of wires coming out of that metal canister. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
what is this, sir?
Also, it's like 10 pounds, 15 pounds. It's heavy. It's hefty.
Yeah.
So why waste that weight?
Well, maybe I'll just put it in my check-on luggage.
Smart.
I have to bring out my toiletries and my bidet and
You're
my.
also at a purse stand. Just do that. So aside from that,
fanny
I got
pack.
all the fanny pack. Oh, the man's thinking. Aside from that, I got all the lumber for
the 90s were never wrong.
They were never wrong. The fanny packs are dope. I wish they came back. Keep all my tools in there.
They are back.
Are they? Maybe in your state.
In Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
They're back here too.
They're illegal here.
It's been about 4 years now.
What's California? It never really left.
Yeah,
It works its way
13
west.
years ahead.
Or east.
Yeah,
east.
it starts east. Yeah.
Yeah,
New
directions
Jersey,
are hard.
it's still you got a ticket.
Numbers, directions, words. Podcaster.
Speaking of the CNC, all the lumber is in for the actual table for the CNC, so I have to build that out. Today, I actually picked up the last piece of my old shop, and that is my my large tool chest, the tool cabinet. So that was the last thing that was sitting at the old house. My dad was using it, and he's over it. He's like, "Oh, you can take it." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna fight you," because all that loose little crap that is kind of all over the shop, and I'm trying to find spots for it. It finally has a home, so I'm pretty stoked for that. We've been getting hit with some more storms this week, which was super fun. Today, of course, when I was hauling a trailer, it was pouring, but it's chill now. Aside from that, I have been cleaning up the shop like crazy. I finally put everything away. All the surfaces are clean. The LevRack is packed. It's organized. I'm finally putting up the TV, the speakers, all the entertainment stuff in there as well. And
it must be nice.
It is very
Richie
nice.
Richardson.
You'll see, it's just a little TV. Doesn't even have audio. I have to have speakers.
It's like
Super
Michael
inch
Scott. You push
on
it
the-
into
on
the wall.
Look,
Well,
it
yeah,
pops out. That's literally it.
So much more room.
I love this TV.
I love this TV. Oh, Jan.
Plasma.
Oh, Jan. What else did I do this week? Oh, honestly, it's been a lot of honeydew list stuff, a lot of home projects. Been getting a lot of stuff done around here. Get stuff ready for these two boys to come out.
Hey,
And
we're men.
these two men.
Men in tights. Tights.
That's We're gonna watch that when you guys are here. And that's it. It's just been a lot of like small honeydew stuff that does not do well on Instagram. So I'm not even posting it anymore. I don't care. And then just been just trying to organize the shop. Tools are finally spinning. I've used all the tools at some point except the lathe, so it's been kind of nice. And I'm actually thinking about selling my Delta bandsaw. Oh, my old bandsaw. I was thinking about keeping a thin blade on it, but even though I have the space, I could also use this space, put other stuff in there, but we'll see. I don't know. I'll pick your brains when you guys come out. Aside from that, the dust collector's a little delayed. I'm getting a new one, but I'm just waiting on some confirmation on possibly a new model coming out, but that's probably going to be in a couple months. So for now, I'm just going to keep running the operation as is. And this weekend, I'm painting and I might not even paint, but I'm putting up all the stuff on the walls, clamps, the French cleat. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do some kind of pegboard system as well. So home stretch with the shop, and then we could start to make some furniture for the house.
Big into pegging over there.
Big into pegging boards. Yeah, it's a new game. It's a pegging board. You play with your buddies. Mike, what's on your bench?
I think we should probably call it a show. No,
remember.
Can't wait for you guys to come out.
Remember a couple weeks back when I wanted to start over.
This is it.
Now's the time.
Like episode 1.
Remember the time? You mean every episode when we're 40 minutes in?
Yeah.
So this week has been very weird for me. I don't have my shop near me. We moved into the house last Friday, the new house, which is where I'm recording from now. It's been, a lot. Yeah. Like I love this house. Like I really love being here. This property is amazing. The first night we slept here was actually last Saturday night, and it actually rained. Speaking of Bruce, I was talking with Bruce. It rained that night, and it hasn't rained out here since like April. And it was like, it felt like an omen, which it wasn't, but it felt like, we woke up in the morning, everything was like crisp and rained on. It was all crisp and nice out here. It was just really nice. And the whole day, that day was only 70. I took the day off, but the Friday before, the people who had this house before, they kind of let everything go into disrepair around the property. The house is fine, but the property, there's lots of irrigation. Like this was really a Christmas tree farm, and there's like 30 fruit trees on the property, and like a garden area, and everything was kind of in disrepair, all the irrigation. So I spent the whole day Saturday fixing some power, specifically down to the Christmas tree farm shack, which I want to start turning into a bar. And I fixed all the irrigation except for one spot over here. Well, you can't see where I'm pointing, but there's only one spot I haven't been able to fix. I just haven't had time. I've just been busy. So I got everything else working. So all the sprinklers and all the irrigation around the property works except for one spot. So and other than that, I've just been we're getting almost everything moved over here from the other house. My wife's actually making a trip right now. She might be back now. It's pretty late, but she ran over there to get some more stuff from the house, which is the last bit of stuff. My shop's still over there, which really sucks. I've been having to go over there to like catch up on orders and come back. So kind of a huge bummer dealing with that. It's not great having your shop far away. So just kind of dealing with house stuff right now. We're doing a remodel in the kitchen. Well, I'm not. I've got a carpenter doing a remodel. He's a friend of mine named Dan, local guy. I really like Dan's. As far as my friends go, it's only Dan's.
As long as there's no Pete. So it can be only one.
Right. Only one Pete, yeah.
Highlander.
So the
more nipples, the better. I have 4.
Show title.
More nipple
so Dan. Yeah, so I've actually got 2 gray dolls coming. I've got a gray doll coming tomorrow, and to this house, and a gray doll going to the old house tomorrow.
Is that one of those spoons that you get soup out of a pot with?
Ladle, yes. I got a ladle coming here, a ladle going there. It's actually one of those lifts you see on like a construction site. They like raise up and they can extend out. And anyway, they're 6K lifts. I didn't want to get a forklift, like a warehouse
6 Kelvin
fixed mast.
6,000 Kelvin.
6,000 Kelvin. Pre-show joke. Check it out. # pre-show. Yeah. So anyway, just doing a lot of stuff. I'm pretty stressed out. I have a lot of things on my plate right now. I'm accepting that I can't do a lot of the things, and I'm kind of farming it out now. I'm paying people to do a lot of this stuff. I just thought I could do it, and I just don't have the time or the ability. So,
well, you are a farmer. Makes sense for you to farm it out.
Man, a lot of those trees are gonna have to come out. It's pretty bad.
I was here. Apple trees they have to plant now.
I got to plant apple trees. Yeah. So I'm going to be taking out all the pineapples. But legit, I had some lady showed up at the property and she's like, "Hey, do you guys have a Christmas tree farm?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, "We do, but the trees are all pretty big or really small. Like there's not like much in between. Not a whole lot of it is really good for Christmas trees." She's like, "That's fine. We own a Christmas tree farm and we would like to buy as many off your property as we can for our farm." And I was like, "Oh, great. That'll help me out because you can clear them out, or you clear them out and I'll make a couple bucks on each tree. That's fine with me." So she's like, "Can I go down there?" So she goes down to the property and she comes back up and she goes, "Yeah, none of those are worth buying." I was like, "Okay, great." So, Mikey's going to be having a bunch of big bonfires this winter.
Just not too big.
They love that in California.
Yeah. You got to wait for it to rain.
The coffee fire is stretching over 150 acres now.
It'll smell good. It'll smell good, that's for sure. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan for the winter. Just going to be doing a lot of clearing out here and planting a lot of fruit trees.
You have a fireplace in a house?
I don't want to burn pine in a fireplace.
No, I'm not burning a pine in the fireplace though.
Why is that?
It'll get pitch because
it's
creosote and pitch.
Creosote builds up in the fire in the what is that? The chimney.
The flue, the chimney. Yeah,
and then something with like the smell or something.
No, it'll get in there and then it'll build up and then it can start on fire and then you have a chimney fire and it legit sounds like a rocket engine when it's burning.
Yeah,
and it's like burning off both ends. Like it'll go.
Don't burn softwoods in your real fireplace.
That's good to know. I didn't know.
Unless if you've got a stove, you can do it as long as you make sure you throw hardwood in there to keep it real hot. It'll burn out the pitch and stuff in there and it won't be an issue. So if you burn a bunch of softwoods over and over again, you're just begging for trouble. Get someone out there to clean it every few months.
I didn't learn this growing up because we haven't invented fire in Poland yet.
Oh yeah, just submarine screen doors. So yeah, we'll get there. No, you guys are getting fanny packs in 2039. I heard.
Can't wait.
It's on the docket.
It's on the docket. Yeah. The import list. No, that's kind of it. It's just kind of a bunch of stress right now and moving. I'm hoping with the shop over here by this weekend, I can spend kind of some of the week getting things organized. And I'm still in the middle of fighting with the power thing. Not this week, but next week, I'm going to talk about the issues we had here with the internet. I kind of talked about it last week, but next week I want to talk about the power stuff because it's been really difficult and that story is not done yet. So I want to kind of see where that ends up. I think I finally have a game plan for that. So man, getting power out here and dealing with this county has been an absolute laughing stock. Talk about getting railroaded by a bunch of morons. It's just such a joke. So anyway, that's my week. I guess we can just jump into voicemails.
Well, there's something I wanted to add that I forgot, and it's worth mentioning. The symbolic number of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, which is 81, obviously. Yeah, it refers to the H and the A, which is the 8th and the first letter of the alphabet, respectively.
Yeah, I told you guys this in episode 32. You remember? No, okay. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Can you guys hear those brakes are working so good? Good brakes. The reputation you can ride on Big O tires. All right, this first question's from
ceramic brakes.
Ceramic brakes. This first question's from young fella. It's not even a question. He's just bragging at this point. It's Adam Barnett.
Hey guys, Adam here from Barnett Custom Woodworks. So I've been cleaning up and organizing my shop, and I was moving a gallon of Type Bond 3, and I had like a flashback to the first time that I drove to the store and had to buy a gallon of glue because I needed it on hand and I used it so much. And that was the moment that I realized, oh, I'm a woodworker. Like, this isn't a little hobby or I'm doing a project or something. Like, I need a gallon on hand minimum all times because I'm building so much stuff. That was my moment.
Don't know why that stopped.
Literally
don't know why that stopped.
Well, his moment's over.
That was his moment.
Hey guys,
was that the end of it? Is that it?
It might have been.
No,
was that that was his whole thing?
I heard him talking.
I think he tried to play it again.
Hold on, that was me again. Hold on, Let me go like this.
Oh, this is working out so well.
That's weird.
Wow, you
doing this.
put a real
We're
Pete.
woodworkers
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm building so much stuff.
I'll fix it. Hold on. We're gonna start from the beginning here, and we're gonna go through it now.
Hey guys, Adam here from Barnett Custom Woodworks. So I've been cleaning up and organizing my shop, and I was moving a gallon of Type Bond 3, and I had like a flashback to the first time that I drove to the store and had to buy a gallon of glue because I needed it on hand and I used it so much.
Excuse me, big time
And
woodworker
that
coming through.
was the moment that I realized, oh, I'm a woodworker. Like, this isn't a little hobby or I'm doing a project or something. Like, I need a gallon on hand minimum all times because I'm building so much stuff. That was my moment. What was the moment you guys realized you were doing this? You were woodworkers.
At any given moment, I could need 1 gallon of glue. No big deal.
I'm just
Ladies.
imagining. I'm imagining Adam at like a Home Depot, and he's in the aisle. He grabs the 1 gallon, and somebody comes up to him and is like, "Do you need any help?" And he's like, "1
I know
gallon?
more than you.
Get out of here!
Like, I know more than
I know what I'm
you.
doing. I know 1 gallon.
He opens up his wallet. He like 3D printed a thing that says 1 gallon club or something like that.
1 gallon club. It's a thing. It's happening.
Adam, we love you long time. Pete, when did you know that you were a woodworker?
That you've made it.
That I've made it.
Is that what we're going
BTS.
after? I don't know.
Big time stuff.
Episode 79 of this podcast.
Oh, just 2 weeks ago.
It was episode 81 when I remembered that I mentioned something on episode 32.
It was one of the first years we were in our last house, and I remember chiseling out a mortise and some hardwood, and I was like,
For shizzle.
whoa, like this is woodworker stuff. I do remember that. Just like, but it's like
Emma!
I'm hand tool woodworking now. Yeah, I've made it. I'm like Shannon from the Renaissance Woodworker. I made it. I'm cool. Yeah, it was like a moment of like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and I
In
messed
that
it up,
moment, did you know who Shannon was?
Yeah, I listened to Wood Talk back then as well.
All right.
Yeah. I had a little wood shop. I was listening
Another
to
wood shoe podcast.
The Wood Show podcast.
Wood shoe. Wood shoe.
Yeah. They had Clog Talk. The other one.
Clock talk. The
but yeah,
windmill update with Shanahan Rodriguez.
because I think it was like the first time that I was doing like a real project, but with hardwood. I wasn't just using pine or pre-cut like dimensioned wood. Yeah, it was I remember it. Dan, what about you? The
Pretty big
year
deal.
was
1984.
1997.
I was but a wee
no, it's
lad.
97.
No, 84. It goes
I was
way back.
but a wee
Let's go
lass
now,
working
bow
at an
ties.
MDF
But a wee
factory.
lad.
MDF factory.
And I found a piece of wood that looked like a fuselage. Did I say lass or lass?
I said lass.
Pete said last.
Oh.
Just a wee lass.
Oh, it's just a wee lass.
To heck with you, Pete.
Before these surgeries.
I was a lad. I found a
the
piece
surgery.
of wood. This is a true story. I found a
Okay.
piece of wood that looked like a fuselage to a plane. And I took another piece of wood and I nailed it to that piece of
Shoved it
wood.
up my butt.
I took that piece of wood and I nailed another piece of wood to it. And I was like, look, I've built a plane. In that moment, I knew I was a woodworker. And this would have been a very charming story if it wasn't ruined by these yahoos.
Wait, did you,
I really could think of a Stanley from The Office.
Shove it up your
yeah,
butt.
shove it up your butt.
It's my thing now. But
Sorry.
in all seriousness, Adam, when you get your glue by the barrel, then
Let
come
me
back.
know.
Then come back. All right. That's big boy stuff.
From Menarf's.
Menards 5 gallon
Glue
special.
by the barrel from Menards.
Menards.
Menarf's.
Mike, what about you?
Apparently, I was done.
I
Pete
felt-
thought I was
You-
done.
I'm sorry, was that a serious answer?
That was serious. That was the serious I'm gonna get.
When I bought my Laguna table saw with money I made from selling stuff from woodworking, I was like,
Lass.
this feels good. Shove it up your butt. Anyway, that's when I was like, that feels pretty good. I think I can do stuff with this. So, and then I promptly went out and bought 2 gallons of glue. like an adult.
No big deal.
The next question.
How about a 12 pack of 12-ounce bottles?
12-ounce bottles. The next question is from Josh the dad, and hopefully this button works. This button.
Hey guys, it's Josh the dad. I'm just curious if you've ever had problems with critters or unwanted visitors in your shop. Okay, bye.
Listen, I'm legit concerned about Josh.
Yeah.
Is he being held against his will? Josh, next week, if you're being
Blink
held against
twice.
your will, just send us a
voicemail
question
twice
about clogs, and then we'll know. We'll call the authorities. We know people. You don't become another wood shoe podcast without knowing people. Okay.
It's true.
Dan, have you ever had critters in your shop?
Dude, all the time. I'm working in my shop at about 3 or 4 o'clock. My doors are open. I'm out there working. People just stop by, want to chit chat. They bring me beer. And I'm like, fine, you can come in. You got beer. But seriously, we live next to the forest. I've had snakes. I've had frogs. I've had toads, mice, if we're talking about real critters, I haven't had anything other than that. No, like, rats or anything. Children sometimes. Not a fan of children. Even my own. Not a huge fan. Mike.
Oh, John's crying in the treehouse.
Daddy doesn't love me.
Mike.
Did you throw it to me?
Yeah, I did twice.
Oh, sorry. Whoops. This is awkward. No, I never have. No, actually, so before I got into woodworking, when we first bought our last house, we had a mouse infestation in the garage, which became my shop. But never since I've been really occupied in there. I've never really had anything like. There's actually, you know what? No, it's not so bad. But a neighbor cat got in through Luna's dog door and was in the garage one time. But as soon as I opened up the door, the cat bolted out of the shop. So that's the extent of my experience with that. Pete?
Crickets. The old shop had a lot of crickets.
I legit love the sound of crickets.
I do too. When they're
Make me happy.
outside, yes, but not when it's in the shop. And my shop was like,
Well, they were in the shop.
in the shop. Yeah, they would come in and just like hang out in the one corner, right where the grass, right on the other side there was grass. So they would just hang out in that one spot and just go off all night. And of course, you turn on the lights, we're like, where are you? Dead silent. So that's where the whole the Philip joke came out. Like, damn it, Philip. I'd be like screaming.
I'm thinking about getting crickets for the inside of the house.
You already have one.
You're gonna have crickets installed.
You have the cricket maker, the cricket.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do have that cricket.
So that was at the old shop.
Cricket
at
wireless.
the new shop, it's not that many, but I've seen
dropped my
some
phone.
big spiders, like big boys, in the shop here. So, but the more I'm using it, the more I'm setting it up, the less I see. So it's just spiders.
I have cricket wireless because I don't want China to watch me.
Jitterbug.
I like my phone to only have 3 giant buttons on it.
911.
091 and call. Yeah. So. Anyway, so the next.
That was fun.
Wow, we're actually flying through these questions. We're gonna have to come up with
Y'all
some
need
other
to
stuff
slow
here 'cause
down.
We're gonna be done quick. Whoa. Okay. So this next one's gonna go
Play
on
us
for a while
at
because it's
half speed.
Hi, this is Trevor from Whiskey Sloth. Whiskey D Woodworks. All right, here we go. This next one's from Whiskey Sloth.
The title.
Here it is. In theory.
Hey guys, this is Jeremy from Whiskey Sloth Woodworks. I wanted to ask you. Wait a second. Kind of forgot where I put that question. Hold on. Where did I put that question?
Bits. We love bits.
Dang it, now where's my phone? Hold on.
Dan looks like he's about to off himself.
Hey guys, what do you do with lost things in your shop? Do you have a way of putting a find my tape measure or find my tool, or do you just go out and buy a new tool? My wife is eager to know. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Asking for my wife.
What do I do with lost things in my shop? I try to find them. Usually that's priority
An
one.
adult.
And if not, Menards run.
Step
Yeah,
one.
Menards run.
Step
Menards
one.
run
For them.
I think we all lose the
Menards.
same things over and over. We lose our tape measure. Measure?
Nope. Measure.
Mayonnaise.
It's called. It's
I
pronounced
lose my-
Kelvin.
I lose my tape Kelvin, and I lose my pencils. So
Kelvin.
what I do is I buy multiples
in my butt.
of those things and shove it up your butt. I buy multiples
Shove
of
it
those
up
things. I buy multiples of those things and I leave them all over the shop. That way, if I lose one, like there should be another one within eyesight somewhere. In theory, what do you think, Peter?
I think that's a really dumb way to handle it. What I do is
Oh, okay.
I have multiples of the same thing around the shop.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants, New Jersey money.
Except I store it attached to
ladders.
magnets next to the tools, not in my butt. Only difference between me and Dan. So
There's your first problem.
ditto without the butt. But yeah, no, one of the best lessons I learned from my buddy Glenn, who's a old time woodworker. He's been doing this for longer than we've all
Did
been
they
alive.
have magnets back then, though?
They did, yeah. Yeah,
Glenn
they did. But
Howerton.
he
I don't
he
think so.
has every tool you would need for that tool by the tool. So next to the bandsaw and a joiner, he's got all the squares and everything, like any kind of things you might need. Table saw, same thing. So I started putting all the tools that I would need by every tool, and then same thing with pencils all over the shop. I just buy a box and I throw them around. They're just everywhere. Wherever they stick, yeah, they're gonna be there. And then tape measures. I have 5 in the
I
shop.
got a great idea for a
and
new
at,
reel.
and at all times I can only find 3. So
It's so annoying for me. I have 4 tape measures in the shop, or I have 4 tape measures in the shop. Those green
Mayonnaisers.
fast cap ones.
Tape mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. I keep them. I'll start to eventually lose. Like I'll use one and then I'll set it somewhere dumb, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll grab another one and I'll use it and I'll set it somewhere dumb, and then I get to the 4th one and I've lost all 4 of them, and then I'm just throwing my hands in the air, super mad, and I go around the shop and I find them all in the same exact spot for some reason, and they're
That was
always
me
all
when I
4
was-
of them are put
They're
together
all
on
in
the
a
same
shoe.
bench.
What the?
when I was renovating the house,
What are you doing in this clog?
when I was cutting the floor, I would like measure, bring it over to the saw, I'd cut it, leave the tape measure, and then go find a new one in the house.
It was very annoying today. Especially like right now when I'm like hurrying, trying to get as many things done around the house as I can and working in the shop over there. I was like, okay, guy. So I just eventually just clipped it to my belt like I was a contractor or something. And
Whoa.
big boy
Like a
pants.
loser. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to all
Stan
the
said it, not me.
contractors. We just lost all the contractor listeners.
Well, there goes those 4 guys.
Contractors.
Hey, 81 is a perfect
Oh, there we go.
toilet number. Wait, no.
Circle.
Perfect Toshit number. That's not
Whoa.
toilet.
I'm gonna bleep
What?
that.
Like all powers of 3.
Bleep that.
Toshit.
Okay.
Totient. Toshint, not toilet.
Toshient.
Yeah.
Listen, we're actually done with questions. This is like going to be the shortest show we've done in a long time, unless we come up with something pretty quick here.
Is it the shortest?
I
Wait, what?
want to know what your favorite wood to work with is. Go.
Don't even do it. Well, look, I'll tell the story about my power then. How about that? Is that going to be? No, Dan hates power stories. Never mind.
Fine.
Let's see.
Do it.
Wake me up before
Pete,
you go.
what's your what are you working on around the house right now?
This is so fun. I'm having fun.
Cool. All right. Well, let's
No,
call the
I'm-
show. Big thanks to all our patrons, all of you guys.
Mike, I'm you in like in the future, stuff you're gonna have to deal with. I don't know if you're tearing up any floors or whatever. I have to do quarter round. I have to touch up paint because I don't know about you, but I've all the walls I painted. There's little green piece of tape because we've dinged it or scratched it or whatever already. So we're gonna have to touch up all the spots.
Ugh.
Honestly, let's talk Jersey meetup or New York
Yes,
meetup.
please.
Yeah,
The guys are
that's
coming
a great
out
idea.
in 2 weeks. They're both going to be here. We're going to be recording buck naked or not, whatever, just floating the idea. But
All
you guys are
8
going to be out here.
nipples.
I'm in.
See, I actually was going back and forth a lot
Between the three of
doing
us?
a meetup here at the house or something for a couple like local North Jersey guys, but
No, thank you.
there's not really
Just
going to be a
kidding.
lot of time. Like, Mike, you're coming in
There isn't.
Thursday afternoon, right? Friday.
No, I'm
and
coming. I'll be in Friday morning.
Friday morning. Okay.
Remember, I'm taking a red eye.
That's right. That's what it was. So you're coming in Friday morning. We could do a Friday night meetup for everyone, but we need to be up at like 6 a.m., probably maybe even earlier for the next day
Amateurs.
to go. Oh, really, Dan? Yeah, that's right. You take naps in the car. Put you to bed. You get a Motrin and then you'll be fine. So we got the
melatonin. Melatonin gummies. Thank you. I'm an old man.
Bring some with you, please. I'm all out.
Kayla,
We're going to be
gummies.
doing the
Bring me
Maker
my
Camp.
Cricket wireless phone.
It's a jitterbug, guys. Jitterbug. Remember
Is
those?
that still a thing?
Yeah, probably. A life
I hope
alert?
so.
Get
Shut
that
up.
life
That's
alert.
not funny.
I've fallen and I
Um,
can't get up.
And then what? Saturday we're doing the pole maker meetup. We're basically just stealing someone else's maker meetup to do an AWP meetup. That's all it is, just for tax purposes. And then Friday, Mike is flying out, and then me and Dan are gonna just do all the stuff that me and Dan do when Mike's not
Tandem
around.
bike rides.
Tandem bike
Can't
rides. See about a lot of seesawing.
Truck
lot of
nuts on the
seesaws.
CNC.
Truck nuts on the CNC.
The movie
naps.
Ghost style.
We're just gonna take naps. Emma's gonna walk in and like, what are you guys doing?
Double tire swing
Do you
rides.
need the spoon?
You guys, pick up your socks. Why are they
Sounds like I'm
hard?
flying in at the right time.
But
Pete,
yeah,
do you have a tree that you can hang a tire swing from?
probably, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's what I want to do on Friday afternoon. Hang a tire swing.
Dang it! Now I gotta find a tire.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't live that in that
You
kind of
live in
neighborhood.
Jersey.
I
They're
don't
just like on the
just
side of the road, aren't they?
My plan is to sleep on my flight, land into Jersey at Newark at like 7 a.m.
I'm sorry
Pete
about it.
comes, like 8, and then
You could probably find a tire at the airport. I think.
Probably.
Well, I want Pete to start immediately cooking ribs as soon as we get to his house.
Well, for
and then,
breakfast we're having
I don't
bagels,
know.
so we're gonna pick you up. We're gonna get bagels.
I can't, so I'm just gonna not have that.
You're no
I can't
fun.
have bread, so I'll watch you guys have bagels.
Dan,
Also-
Dan, I'm really
Gonna be
excited
tough
to
times.
eat
Do
a
you
lot
have-
of bread with you.
I definitely need, I need corned beef hash for breakfast, sunny side up eggs,
Okay.
and store-bought bagels, please. That's what I'm going to need.
I mean, the first two things are fine. We got farm fresh eggs. I can get you corned beef hash, but not
You have
not in
farm
my
fresh
house. You're
eggs?
not getting store bought bagels.
Yeah, he lives in Jersey.
You have farm
Yes.
fresh eggs?
They're known for
Yeah,
farms.
they're like right around the corner. There's like
Luna's trying to get it. Hold on.
there's like places around here that actually they have those like honor system things. So like the eggs are just there.
Honor system.
Where like you just
Oh, we're
put money
taking
in a
advantage of
little
that.
thing and then you just take a tray of
Egg
eggs.
party. What up?
Yeah, egg party. We'll have an egg party. Just let them hang out.
Don't tell me you've never had a hard-boiled egg party.
Dan, can you please tell us what that's like and how many pineapples I need to get in?
At least 2 pineapples. It's a really good time. You should look it up. Look it up on the internet.
What do you do with the
Hard-
pineapples?
You don't want to know. If you have to ask.
Where am I supposed to sit? You brought the pineapple, right?
I
What?
brought the pineapple, right?
But yeah, we're gonna eat a lot of
run
good
down to
food.
Menarf's.
We have nothing planned either. We just the maker meetup is the only thing.
It
We're
sure
gonna
sounds
chill,
like we have a lot planned.
and we're gonna drink a lot, and we're gonna hang out. A lot of light drinks.
I'm gonna drink a bunch of Gatorade Zero,
and water. I'll get you Pedialyte.
Pedialyte into my jitterbug, Metamucil.
It's good stuff. I'm
It's gonna be
stoked.
great.
I'm
I hope
excited.
you have a lot of celery and
Melatonin
unblanched
gummer.
peanut butter.
By the way, anyone that's going to be at the maker camp, make sure to stop by, say hi. I know we only seem like big
We
time
haven't-
celebrities. We are not.
Absolutely not.
No, actually, well, Dan is.
no.
Dan is.
I make more of an ass
huge
of
on
myself in
TikTok.
person than I do on this podcast. That's for sure.
Fair warning: anyone that's never met all of us, Dan is like really sexy. Like
I mean,
Dan's got it. He's got it
I
going
got that
on.
beer belly.
Like I've seen
Got him where
men
it counts.
barely control themselves at meetups next to Dan.
What was the quote? What was the comment, Dan? I like the belly. Or what was?
He's
I
got
don't
that.
know.
comment?
He's
I
got
remember,
that dump
like,
truck of a
I
butt.
really like the
Oh,
belly.
I like big bellies and I cannot lie. Is that
No, from your video that one time someone wrote like, I love the belly or something.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. That's fantastic.
What? What was a comment? All right. Dan's mad now.
I'm quitting.
No.
Hurt
This
his heart.
is my last
Oh.
episode.
Well,
Wow. This is the way to do it.
hold on. I'm just stalling for time.
So
yeah, we'll
it's
go-
been a fun
we'll go to
ride.
Pete's. We'll go to Pete's and then we're gonna hang out Friday, the three of us. I guess Emma's gonna be there, so there'll be four of us. And then Saturday, Emma's going to the Maker.
We need
Meetup
a driver.
as well.
Don't sound so
We're out there.
happy. She listens to the
And then
podcast.
we're gonna go. What?
I said, don't sound so
And then
happy.
We're. Oh, no, that's gonna be super fun.
Okay.
And then we're all going in the Subaru, right?
Yeah, well, it's going to be.
I'm riding in the trailer.
Nah,
It's always
Me and
sunny
Dan
in
will lay down flat in
Philadelphia
the trailer
style.
next to each other.
Have you not seen that episode of
Wild
It's Always
cards.
Sunny yet? Where they're traveling to the Grand Canyon or something in this U-Haul trailer? Please, for the love of God, watch that episode. I'm gonna send it to you guys.
all right, please do.
It's so great.
So then Sunday, and then I don't leave till late Sunday either. So we got quite a bit of time. To
What
hang
time's your
out.
flight
I mean,
on Sunday?
It'd be nice to like 7 or something like that. It's pretty late.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, no, we'll
That
make a
might
day
not
of
be
it.
right.
We'll do some BS.
No, it'll be fun. Well, you said, is there people coming over there? You said Friday.
No, well, I was thinking like we could do a meetup on a Friday night, but we need to go to bed somewhat
Come
early.
on, sissies, bring him over.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
have
we
them
can-
over.
yeah,
Let's have
we
them
can
over
do
for a little
something.
bit. I mean, I don't.
So if you're in the
Can you
North
barbecue
Jersey
enough
area
ribs
and
for
you're
20 makers?
that'll be for us. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Or everyone will get one rib.
I can do well on 2-3 hours of sleep. Let's
You-
do it. Come on.
I'm the one
gosh.
driving.
We'll put a
You're
bunch of
gonna be
Lunchables
napping.
out for the mate. I can drive. I don't know how my licensing works in New Jersey, but
It's the
I'm
the
legal.
United States of America. You can drive here.
I don't.
That's
I
how
don't think
it
that's.
works.
Also,
accurate
we're gonna be
New
driving
Jersey,
into
though.
New York State, so it's like it's basically Alabama, so it's fine.
What? I want out of this show. Let's go.
We're under an
Okay,
hour.
let's call it. All right,
We have legal
guys.
obligations.
Big thank you. No, Pete's literally just anything. And then I got into third grade, and I learned about
Last week we were like, we're gonna keep it short, whatever. It was like an hour. This week, nope. We should have saved some of those questions.
how it goes. That's what I said, and you're like, no, we're doing a mic, and then you did that loud whip cracking noise that makes everyone uncomfortable. You went. I was like, yes, you got it, Pete. You got it. Anyway, so that's gonna be the show.
Yeah.
We got literally nothing
Like
else to talk
probably
about.
forever. Thanks for coming.
I think Dan's done, so it's gonna be Mike and Pete
But
in
hey,
the morning.
if you're a
But I'm still
patron-
coming to Jersey, but I'm just done with this show.
We had a longer
Right.
pre-show this week, so if you're a patron, you're gonna get the pre-show. That's a little longer. And for everyone else,
the
next
pre-show's longer than the main show this
it
week.
is an hour and 15 pre-show and 45
If you need
minutes.
more AWP this week, check out the AWP YouTube channel. Pete's going to load up the pre-show over there. You'll have it by Wednesday, I think.
Mhm.
And the
Wednesday for
video of
everyone. The
main
patrons get it
show.
earlier.
Yeah, if you need it sooner. And this
And
show is way
diddly-do.
too short for you.
Yeah. If you're still
What?
itching.
What was that, Dan? Diddly do.
I don't know.
Dan's done. All right, let's get out of here.
Bye.
Go check out go check out our Instagrams, our YouTubes, our Etsy's, our TikToks, our Facebooks, our Pinterests, all those things. We're all over the place. We're on Yelp now, which is weird, but we did it. We made it over there. So you can go Yelp us. What do you do on Yelp? Do you pin things?
Yeah.
You just leave reviews, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
If we
you
pop
leave
up in
reviews.
your
Has anyone left a review on Yelp yet?
I'm stalling.
You should check that.
You can leave a
Stalling? Yeah, I'm
review,
gonna do some
and
more.
basically China just keeps an eye on us.
We have one review.
Right. We do.
We do.
Is it you? Please be Emma.
No.
Emma's so
Why do I
sweet.
not see
She's
it?
gonna put such nice things in there. The
It is a
best
we're
walk.
5-star
this side of
rated, guys.
Mississippi. Oh, that's good. Of course. Is it loading?
I don't-
Should I
I don't
padding?
know why
I'll
I'm
keep
not-
padding. We're trying a
have
new
the
soundboard
worst
today.
internet ever.
Mike, can you pull up Yelp? I'm not seeing a review.
What is Yelp?
I'm the last
Do you
guy
go
to
to
do it.
yelp.biz?
No, it's just yelp.com and then another Woodshop podcast. Just ping it. Oh, all right. Yeah, I found it.
Oh.
Mike, read it. It's a long one. I don't read well. Good. I don't read good.
Where? Oh, I have to bring it up. I don't even have my web browser up.
This
the
is a
most
well-oiled
disturbing show on the
machine.
planet.
I don't
Hold on,
get
I'll bring
paid
it
to
up.
read.
Another which-
Oh, what?
Hold on, let me do the reading.
Yeah.
Dan, say something. Say
I
something
cannot
really important.
believe Oh, good, and it's claimed. Okay, so we officially got approved by Yelp. I cannot believe how easy it was to get approved by Yelp.
I
They didn't
don't-
even send a verification email. We just own a business.
They didn't?
No, I was waiting for one, and then we just popped up one day.
Oh, I found it.
All right, let's see. It doesn't come up for me. Oh, but I have to look in Nebraska, huh?
It's,
I got it.
So
Christopher
bad.
W. Listening to AWP will cause rectal bleeding, but turns out it's completely tax deductible. Not only is it tax deductible, but you'll actually get a tax credit at 2.3 times your adjusted gross income because you are at risk of the highly infectious disease that has symptoms of giggling like a schoolgirl and hair relocation, i.e., you're going to go bald up top, but you should invest in industrial clippers used to shave the holy mammoth exhibit to handle your private parts. Woolly mammoth, not holy
Wow,
mammoth.
I'm glad we
It's well, I'm
we
not
buff-
done. It's fatal. It's fatal, but death is also tax deductible. So it's basically a win-win. Thanks, Chris, from Gardner, Kansas.
I wish that you would have said thanks, Chris, and then kept reading the review that there was more of. Thanks, Chris. But there's more. And if you die in a car accident, no. Anyway, let's get out of here. This is a mess. This
he
is an
made a
absolute mess.
he made a profile just for this. This is the only review he's left.
He's never reviewed it.
Chris-
That is
Chris
hardcore.
W.
That's
Although
awesome. You're the man,
I do
Chris.
want to say that you keep saying this is in Omaha, but under the thing it says another W, Soma, San Francisco, California.
No, I'm looking at another woodshop podcast.
Well, I'm going to screen
Omaha,
grab that for you,
Nebraska.
and I will be sending that in a text because you are wrong, Mr. IT guy.
I'm just saying.
Soma, it's south of Mission Avenue, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, this has been a really great
Hey,
episode.
this is fun.
Nothing about this is bad. Big thanks to everyone who listens. You guys are amazing. We'll be doing the podcast next week. We'll be at our normal place over on youtube.com/Another Woodshop Podcast doing the pre-show live. Check us out over there. Check out the Etsy store. Check out all the things. There's a million ways to support us. But the best way to support us is to share the show on your social media stories. If you want to put it on your feed, that's crazy, but we do appreciate that very much. So big thanks to all you guys who share the show, and you guys are amazing. We love you long time. So we're going to get out of here now. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye now. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you
Bye,
long time.
Bye. Kill it.